Marcio, thanks for being here and happy to chat about GR Silver today.
Thank you, Peter. Happy to be. Thank you for having me here again. And GR Silver Mining, as I presented in Metal Investor Forum, is an emerging silver gold mining company in Sinaloa in the Rosario mining district. And we are very excited because for the first time, a company controls the key assets in the district.
Excellent. Yeah, no, it's certainly interesting and impressive what you've been able to accomplish so far in the area. Can you talk to us a little bit about your two main projects and how they came to being in GR Silver?
Well, sure. We acquired the Marcial from SSR Mining in 2018, and we increased the resource and defined the 43-101, 39 million ounces indicated inferred, potentially open pit, with on the initial 500 meters long zone still open. And 1 year after, we were invited by First Majestic to buy the Plomosas silver project, which we are very excited. And I think they realized how we've been diligent and working hard to get things done at that district. So we acquired for a share deal and royalty, and First Majestic became the largest shareholder in this company, very supportive of our work. And now we are doing two resource estimations at Plomosas. That those two resource estimations are going to be part of the NI 43-101 that we want to have done in the next 30-60 days, and add those ounces to the existing ounces that we have at Marcial, aiming to increase the resource base probably close to 100 million ounces. That's the target. We are drilling as we speak, 5 drill rigs, still drilling there.
Super. Now you say two resources. Can you explain that a little bit more?
Because inside Plomosas, we have two areas. They are 2.5 kilometers apart. They are parallel. Both areas have a lot of drilling, historic drilling, but we are drilling 10,000 meters to add along the strike and down deep. So they are not together. So they are going to be two block models. So that's why we are very excited that those two areas can define enough ounces to add to the existing 39. And in addition to this, it's important to say that with the recent acquisition of the area between those two projects, now we control the whole trend.
Super. Now, yeah, that was something that you were talking to me about earlier, and I'm interested in knowing a little bit more about, like you mentioned, the acquisition of a lot more land around that area. Who's nearby, and what the implications are for you.
So with the acquisition, which is in our corporate presentation, I think it's slide 3, is like we control in the whole district more than 1,000 square kilometers. That's very common in the mining industry that what makes a big mining company is to control a mining district. You can have examples. I'm not saying that's the same. That why Mag Silver is very important. They control the Fresnillo district. Why First Majestic is very important at San Dimas. They control the whole district. So these are one of the key points to create a mining company, control a district. With the Trinidad, we are acquiring a second pest producer. Means have all the permits to go in production. The infrastructure is there. The plant is not there, but the infrastructure is there on both projects, Plomosas and Trinidad. And they are contiguous. They are not far away. We can consolidate them all. You asked about who is there at that district. The largest silver producer, Fresnillo, has an exploration project next to us. Shows the importance of the district. And the region in Sinaloa is southeast of Sinaloa, is well known as a mining district. It's not remote. We are not on the top of Sierra Madre. We are on the edges. And infrastructure is great. And it's so great that Grupo Mexico has a copper project that potentially can be developed in the area as well. So that's why we are very excited.
Sounds like there can be some certainly some synergies there. Also, can you tell us what's being done to advance these projects this year?
Yeah. Since we acquired Plomosas, we are about to celebrate 1 year. We bought 1 year ago, even before the silver price had the rally.
Congratulations.
But at the right time, probably silver price was at $11 at that
right.
time.
Yeah.
A good time to buy a silver price.
Super timing.
So we have organized all the data. We put, for the first time, a company put everything in a software, create a 3D model. The qualified person has been on site, is working on the report with us. And we brought initially 3 drill rigs, then we add more 2. We drilled 5,000 meters last year, now we are drilling 10,000. and we integrate all the geophysical data. So outside of the two areas that we are doing the resource, we know that we have probably more 11 veins around. But important to say that with the acquisition now, we have 24 old workings with veins, never ever drilled. So the blue sky potential is also present over there. That's what we believe.
No doubt. So in the resources that you're looking to do, is San Marcial part of that, or is that a separate thing?
So Marcial is a separate resource because it's already done.
Okay.
But as a catalyst in 2021, we are likely to do another resource estimation in San Marcial before we embark in a combined PEA for all the projects together. Because we invested some capital at San Marcial to excavate a tunnel to go inside the ore body, to be in a position that this year we can drill from underground instead from the surface, to define more the future underground potential at that project.
Excellent. And so obviously they're neighboring projects. What kind of synergies, how do you see, the potential future of some sort of a bigger project between Plomosas and San Marcial?
We believe a lot that makes sense to integrate because the rocks are the same. They are very close, 5 kilometers. The road is there. The power line is already there. So when we define the resources at Plomosas and analyze if the resource at San Marcial, we will make decisions, say, where's the best place to put a plant to start with? Of course, Plomosas has some advantage because the infrastructure is already there. It's not impossible to think that at some stage you might just mine at San Marcial and process at Plomosas. That's the case. And that in a global thinking, reduce what's very important in a mining project, reduce the capital costs.
Absolutely.
Investment.
That's right. And so what's the distance between the two?
On a straight line, 5 kilometers, but if you go by road, 8.5, 9, and the road is already there, just maintenance. That's good.
Yeah, so that's very workable, and certainly sounds like that would be potential synergy to mine those two deposits together.
And for sure, and I think we spoke about this earlier in another opportunities, like nobody has ever controlled all these three assets, Plomosas, San Marcial, and Trinidad, under the same company. It's the first time this is happening in that district, which is a major milestone for us. We were very quiet about marketing last year, but now we are going to do more.
One last question. Something that I think that you've touched on before is that you think there's some potential to mine this as an open pit, and that's a bit of a rarity in silver. Can you talk to that a little bit?
Yeah, that was one of the key points that drove us to acquire the San Marcial project, because although this geology is similar to Plomosas, the host rocks, the breccia is wide on surface, 15, 20 meters wide, and runs on 500 meters of the strike length. And we drilled a lot of holes every 30, 60 meters. Is the density of holes is really good, but shallow. And the 4301 shows that based on the topography and the geometry of the ore body and the grades of silver, 300, 200 grams per ton silver, or even 400 grams per ton silver, which if you convert to gold equivalent, is probably 3, 4 grams, 5 grams per ton gold equivalent. Open pit with low strip ratio as a potential, 2, 2.5. I do not recall many silver mines in Mexico starting open pit in my history. I've been working in Mexico as a banker geologist. The last 15 years, most of the silver mines are underground. So having that project can have a high margin project. And if silver price where it's heading to means more money to the company in the future.
Marcio, that's been a great overview of GR Silver. Is there something you want to perhaps leave listeners with?
It's important. Again, it's important to say that I'm going to reemphasize the position that this company is in that district is unique, controlling a district and controlling these high quality assets. And management has been fully involved in this business, not on time, but also in investment. And we are not arriving in Mexico today. We have been doing many business in Mexico, and the board is highly experienced in Mexico, including people that were heavily involved in the success of Mag Silver. So that shows where we are heading with this company.
Super. That's been a great overview of GR Silver. Thanks for your time today. Appreciate that.